you want to, or stretch them out long. And wrapping our hands around our knees, we're just going to draw those shoulders up towards our ears and roll forward. Inhale and roll back. Inhale, roll forward. Inhale and roll back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. One more, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Great. So let's take our arms up in line with our ears. So we're going to rotate over to the right with the exhalation. We're going to take our arms back up in line with our ears and take it over to the left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more. Over to the right. Inhale and to the left. And then we take our arms up. Exhale, arms in line with our shoulders. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. We're going to do 8 all together. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. And one more. And exhale. And then we're just going to tap the shoulders. Exhale, inhale, exhale. So again, working the shoulders, but also taking it to the elbows. Nice stretch through the arms, keeping our body nice and long so we're not sinking into our hips. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, and exhale. And then palms are going to come forward. So with the inhale, we're going to tap our sternum. Exhale, arms out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more, and exhale. So palms to the floor, and now we're going to flex and point. Inhaling and exhaling. So going a little deeper into the shoulders. Feel free to drop your arms if you need to take a break. Inhale, exhale, flex and point, flex and point. Let's do 2 more. And last one. And then we're going to roll back. So we're going to open up the shoulders, palms down. It's going to externally rotate, palms down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. So 4 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And then we're just going to drop the right hand beside our right buttock. So we're going to draw over to the right, stretching through the left side of the rib cage. We're going to come back to center and go over to the left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. And to the left. And this time we're going to stay here. So rotating our head in towards the extended arm. We're going to stay here for 8 rounds of breath. Just like a real nice stretch. Again, up through the side of the ribs into your shoulders, out through the fingertips. And then switching over to the other side, take that nice stretch over to the left, rotating in towards the extended arm, nice reach out of the hips. And let's bring ourselves back to center. So this morning we're going to start with our butterfly pose. We're going to take those heels away from our buttocks. We're going to create a nice diamond shape in our legs. You can slide those hands right underneath your calves. So trying to get those fingers to come out from underneath. Softening your belly. We're going to rest our head down towards the mat. So if you have something at home to support your head, if that feels more comfortable in the head and neck. And we're going to hold this posture for 3 minutes. Be sure you're comfortable in the pose. Knowing you can come out of the pose if you, back out of the posture a little bit. If taking your hands underneath your calves doesn't feel comfortable, just come forward. You can just wrap your hands around your feet, your toes, your ankles, and breathe. So really opening up through the hips and your inner thighs, working into your spine. Keeping the breath nice and slow. Softening your eyes. And breathing. Four more inhales and exhales. And slowly bring ourselves out of our butterfly pose. We want to keep our heads down and slowly slide our hands up to our knees. Or if you have your hands underneath, we're going to take our hands out from underneath our calves, coming back into those buttock bones, shoulders, or hips. Good. So straightening out our legs. We're going to take ourselves onto our hands and knees, coming into table. So we're going to just create that foundation first, and then we're going to take ourselves into cow pose. We're going to take the tailbone up, belly down, head up. Exhale. Tailbone down, navel in, chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So let's stay in our cat pose for 4 inhales and exhales. and bring yourselves back into neutral spine. We're going to take ourselves into what's called a quarter dog. So half dog is when we take both hands out from underneath the shoulders. So today what we're going to do is we're just going to stretch our right hand away from our knees. We're going to take a gentle back bend. We're going to keep our left elbow bent. We're going to rest the forearm right on the mat. And if you want, can come and rest your forehead right on your forearm. If you need to support it with something underneath your forearm to lift the arm a little bit. So we're going to take this deep release into the right side, taking it from our hip right or the buttock right out through the fingertips, trying to keep that elbow and forearm lifted, softening through the belly. And again, trying to keep that gentle back bend here, working our spine, a little different. And breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. 4 more inhales and exhales. And then we're going to take and reach that, straighten out that left arm, and we're going to bring our hands back underneath our shoulders. I'm going to stay on the right side, so I'm going to take and step our right foot right in line with our right hand. So we want to keep a nice right angle here. We're going to walk our left foot back just a little bit. We're going to take ourselves into overstepping dragon. So a nice deep stretch through the inner thighs and the hips. We're going to draw our shin towards the top of our right foot, resting the right side of the rib cage on top of our thigh. You take those hands out from underneath your shoulders a little bit if it feels more comfortable. And then again, resting our head down, keeping that awareness in your left side. So we want to keep that left thigh rolled in, relaxing through the head, keeping the heel of that right foot grounded into your mat so we're not doing too deep of a stretch. Listen to your bodies. And if this stretch doesn't feel comfortable for you, you can always back out of the pose and just come into dragon pose. So knee would go back in line with your ankle. So keeping that slow breath, relaxing through the eyes or closing your eyes, softening your belly. Stimulating the right side of the right lung and the heart's all going to also benefit from this pose, organ-wise. Four more rounds of breath. And beginning to slowly bring ourselves back, keeping that knee again in line with your ankle. We're going to draw our left knee and shin back to the mat. And then I'm going to have you can take a child pose, but if you can take a down dog, so we're going to curl the toes under and press those buttocks up, and we're going to stay in our down dog for 1 minute. So pedaling your feet, so lifting one heel and then the other, or you can take both heels up at the same time, but just being mindful to stay with that awareness in your core, lengthening through the spine, opening up through the shoulders. Deep breaths. Two more inhales and exhales. Knees to the mat. Taking quarter dog over to the left side, so going deeper into the left side. So I'm going to stretch out a hand out from underneath the left shoulder, creating a gentle back bend. Then we're going to rest our forearm, the right forearm right. And then right hand's going to rest right underneath our left elbow. We're going to rest our head down, taking ourselves into quarter dog on the left side. And again, if that elbow and forearm lifting for the full 3 minutes is too much in your body, just let that forearm drop down to the mat. Keeping that awareness in your spine, softening your abdomen, relaxing through the head, neck, and shoulders. So going deeper into the connective tissue on the left side, looking into the shoulder and the armpit, releasing anything we might be holding there. 4 more rounds of breath. And stretching the right arm out, we're going to slowly bring our hands back underneath our shoulders, taking ourselves to overstepping dragon on the other side. So again, remember you can stay just in dragon pose if it feels more comfortable in your body. If you can just walk that right foot back just a little bit, and then we're going to draw that shin of the left leg towards the top of your foot, stretching our hands out from underneath our shoulders, resting the left side of the rib cage on your thigh, relaxing through the head and the neck and the shoulders, keeping that awareness in the right thigh so we're keeping it rolled in, breathing. Four more rounds of breath. And then very slowly, we're going to bring ourselves back with our outer knee and outer ankle, drawing our left knee back to the mat, coming back to table, and then we're going to transition into a wide angle child pose. So knees are going to reach out to the edges of your mat, and however deep you want to go in, if you need your knees to be closer, feel free, of course, to do that. Toes together, we're going to draw our buttocks towards our heels. You can always rest a blanket between the heels and the buttocks if you need to. So arms are up to you. You can take and put one forearm on top of the other, forehead to the forearm, so you can take those arms nice and long. Continue to stretch through the muscles and tissue in the side ribs. Working into our hips, and our lower back and spine. Slow, deep breaths. more inhales and exhales. And just gently lifting the chest. We're going to draw those knees together, thighs together, keeping our rib cage resting on top of our thighs. We're just going to take child pose, shoulders rounded forward, head resting down. We're going to stay here for 8 rounds of breath before we come back into a seated position. So slowly bring yourselves into Virasana. Chin tucked in towards the chest, rounding your spine. Once our shoulders relax in line with our hips, we're going to lift the head and slide off of our heels and take ourselves onto our buttock, stretching out through the legs. So we're going to come into seated spinal twist. We're going to keep our left leg extended. So we're going to bend the right knee, draw that right foot to the outer thigh. And then we're going to wrap our left arm around our right leg, rotating the rib cage over to the right, keeping that awareness in our extended leg. And then we're going to take our right arm to the back of our waist, that intention of stretching towards the top of our left thigh, keeping our abdominal muscles engaged, engaged. And we're going to straighten the spine, relax our shoulders, and breathing. So be mindful of our extended legs. We're trying to keep that nice alignment from our hip right up to the sole of your foot. Four more inhales and exhales. Now we're going to bring our head back to center, slowly unwinding our upper body, stretching out through the right leg. And then we're going to move over to the other side. So now we're going to take our seated spinal twist over to the left. So now the left foot to the outer thigh. Right arm wrapped around our left leg, knee pointing upward. Now we're going to take that rotation over to the left. So forearm to the back of your waist, reaching toward the right leg, keeping our toes lifted up, abdomen engaged. Slow deep breaths. 4 more rounds of breath to finish off our seated spinal twist over to the left. Taking our head back to center, slowly unwinding the upper body, stretching out through the left leg. And then we're going to slowly bring ourselves onto our backs, doing a few poses on our backs. So taking and just bringing our heels in towards our buttocks, trying to keep our feet grounded into the mat for the moment. So we're just going to rest our arms beside our legs. We're going to take bridge pose first. So we're going to draw those hips up towards the ceiling and take the weight of our body towards the backs of our shoulders, interlocking your fingers behind your back if you choose, as we draw those shoulder blades a little closer together. But we want to press into our feet and really lift the hips up and engaging our abdomen. We're going to stay here for 1 minute. And if 1 minute is too uncomfortable for you, unless you have something to support your back, you may just need to come out of the pose and go back in. So always listening to what feels right in your body. Another gentle back bend here. Slow deep breaths. 2 more inhales and exhales. And gently, when you're ready, bring that body back to the mat. We're going to keep our left foot for the moment grounded into the mat. We're going to rest the outside of our right calf on top of our left thigh up towards your knee. Feeling that connection in the lower back. You can rest your right hand right to the inner knee if you want to open up the hip a little bit more. Or if you want to interlock your hands and take your hands to the back of your left thigh and draw your legs a little deeper in towards the rib cage. So again, whatever feels comfortable for you. This will stretch your hamstring a little deeper. And again, be mindful of your neck. So we don't want to hyperextend the neck. Feeling that balance between the right and left side of your bodies. And breathe. 4 more rounds of breath. If you have your left foot away from the mat, we're going to draw our foot back to the mat and the right. We're going to take our thighs in towards our rib cage and press those feet up towards the ceiling. Arms can come out long, or you can keep your arms right beside your rib cage. You're going to stay here for 1 minute. Just opening up through the backs of your knees, pressing out through the feet. And again, feeling that connection in your spine, the backs of your shoulders. Drawing our abdomen down towards our back. Two more inhales and exhales. And drawing our thighs back in towards the rib cage, settling our feet back to the mat. And now we're going to open up through the left hip. So now the outer left calf resting on top of your right thigh up towards your knee. And again, you can open up or just gently rest your fingertips to the inner knee. You can grab onto the back of your right leg and draw your legs closer to the rib cage. But again, being mindful of that lower back. 4 more inhales and exhales as we finish off our eye of the needle on this side. And bringing our left foot back to the mat, bring our right foot back if it's not already there. And then we're going to finish off with 5 sets of windshield wipers before Shavasana. And just taking our time. Again, arms can stretch out or rest beside your body. We're going to take both knees over to the right and coming back to center, reconnecting the lower back and then moving over to the left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Over to the right. Inhale, exhale, and one more. Over to the right. Inhale and exhale. And then taking ourselves back to center, preparing for your Shavasana this morning, making yourself as comfortable as you can, and taking this time to really allow the practice to integrate into the deep cellular memory of your body. Taking your awareness to your jaw and trying to relax the jaw. It's not clenching. Relaxing through the cheeks and the forehead. Feeling that connection in the back of your head. Chin pointing towards your sternum. Relaxing all of our fingers, wrists and our elbows and our shoulders. Softening the heart. Ribs cage. Relax in our abdomen. And drawing that relaxation into our hips. Into our legs, our thighs, our knees, our calves, our ankles. All of our toes. what lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. When you're ready, just taking that time, if you would, to rest on the right side of your bodies and then becoming seated. So as we end our practice this morning together, just resting our thumbs to our heart, taking a nice, slow, deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Namaste, everyone. And thank you for being here this morning. And there are still some classes going on during the rest of the week. Leanne has a few things on the virtual wellness. So if you're interested, have a wonderful, happy new year if I don't see you. And yay for 2000.